Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in. And let's first off start off with the bad news. I know it's not that great, but nonetheless, we do see here starting to get spicy. Just received this email from Nationwide UK. So this is from Markman over on Twitter, and we do see from his inbox, we will be introducing restrictions on purchasing cryptocurrency from February 28th. And we do see Dear Mark, the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, who regulate the financial services industry, has highlighted certain risks associated with purchasing cryptocurrency. Remember what I just talked about yesterday? We made a video talking about banks attacking crypto, allowing retail individuals to have these restrictions on purchasing specific assets and even just crypto in general. It's a big deal. I think that it is one of the biggest and most concerning deals around crypto right now, because it not only paints a vivid picture on, who's getting concerned, who's, starting to panic, which we all know it's the big bankers, but it's also giving us a little bit of an insight on how crucial it is to be in this space right now. And not only that, but also be able to still be investing into it and holding it. It truly is an opportunity of a lifetime to be in this market right now and, have this opportunity, because I do believe that going forward, we are going to start to see a major crackdown from the big banks on crypto. So if you are in this space and if you are able to invest right now, make sure that you are buying and sending it to cold storage to make sure that none of these, greedy suits can touch your crypto. But I do think that this is concerning, and, it's only going to get worse from here on out. I really do think that the big banks are terrified of this technology and they want to shut the retail sector out. But also, we recently just seen, so on to the good news, we recently just seen XRP surpass 4.6 million total wallet addresses. This is incredible to see. Yeah, it's only a matter of time until we start to see this continuing to gain a ton of traction. Just wait until that lawsuit is done. I do think that we could see these numbers possibly double in a very short amount of time once that lawsuit is fully finished, because I think that everything after will change drastically, especially around XRP and what Ripple does with XRP as well. Now, talking about Ripple, on to what Ripple has been focused on. So we do see here 2023. Now, it's very similar because we do see a focus on real-world utility. For those out there that watched my XLM video from the other day, do you remember what their 2023 roadmap was? It was focusing on utility. All utility. It was all utility based. I do think that going forward on, I think that all of these companies are truly seeing the major vision here. And it's the fact that, right now, nobody cares about utility. Everyone's looking at speculative assets still. They're, talking about this, talking about that. But I want you all to realize that as we do see crypto regulation coming down the wire, utility is going to shine brighter than anything out there in this market. I think that's going to be the crucial area of focus as well, from not only the retail individual, but also the institutional grade and enterprise grade sector. And remember, the institutional grade and the enterprise grade will be first on those utility assets if, of course, retail did not catch wind of it, which, on this channel, we talk about utility tokens all the time. I think that they're severely overlooked and undervalued simply because, again, nobody thinks that they're going to gain value, but that's where everyone is wrong. We will start to see enterprise and institutional grade adoption, custody, and utilization. And once we see that, guess what? The value changes drastically. But we do see the future is bright for the next generation of Web3 innovators. Ripple SVP Eric Van Miltenberg, I hope that I'm saying that name right, predicts that over 50% of global universities will embrace blockchain, crypto, and Web3 in core business and finance programs by 2023. Yeah, I do think that, people are getting serious about crypto now. I think that people realize the value behind blockchain and Web3, but also DLT. Distributed ledger technology is crucial. I think that's going to be the next stepping stone of technology evolution and advancement. I think that technologically, everything around us and most of the systems that are, allowing the world to run are extremely inefficient. So DLT is going to be a big facelift for that. Now, also, We did see from Brooks Entwistle, RippleNet is in 70 plus countries with world-class partners. Listen closely to this video. It's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. Shout out to RizXRP for this video.
Than it looks. And that means you've got to build a global network, which we have with RippleNet, which is now in 70 plus countries with partners on the network that are world-class partners that we've spent a long time vetting, making sure from a KYC and AML standpoint, they are world-class before they even participate in the network. You can't go put together a 70 country network with hundreds of participants on it overnight. And so, yes, there are lots of great innovations across single corridors or within certain regions, and that's going to continue to happen. We offer a holistic global solution, which is using kind of latest technology from a blockchain and messaging standpoint, and now increasingly the use of digital assets as the bridge currency between countries. And so we just need to keep running hard.
Did you just hear that?
People.
The bridge currency between all of these payment corridors, aka XRP.
In an industry where not everybody's going to survive or make it, given some of these capital constraints, we firmly believe that we're one of those that survive, are successful, and a leader in what we're trying to do. But it has not happened overnight. We're a 10-year-old company.
Well, you have some very interesting partners here. The Bank of England mentioned Ripple in its CBDC consultation paper. I believe it's the Central Bank of Uruguay declared Ripple as their money transfer company. You signed an MOU, as you said, with the Kingdom of Bhutan. How do you think 2022 is going to shape up what we're going to see from you, from these central banks in 2023? What is everyone working towards?
We have to make sure that through all this noise that we're focused on where the opportunities are. And I do think we did a great job of keeping our nose to the growth grindstone and build grindstone in 2022. What that resulted in was a lot of these conversations that are happening, and you mentioned around the world. And it is an interesting collection. Back to my point, these are not all in the same regions. They're not all the same size. They're not all the same place on the curve. But I think you'll see more of those emerge as people get an understanding of the technology of what we offer, and more MOUs are signed, and maybe more focus from the industry on going after this. So we're encouraged for 2023.
And of course, when they talk about 2023 and what they're focused on and their growth curve, it's all around utilization, utility. Utility is the focus point. It's the thing that shines the most here. So I'm very excited for that. And also, talking about RippleNet, talking about on-demand liquidity, and talking about XRP as that bridge currency, we recently just seen Tranglo. Remember what I said on this channel. Focus on what Tranglo is doing. Easy Remit. We'll use Tranglo's proprietary single interface platform to route real-time transactions, reduce cross-border frictions, and scale growth. Together, we're transforming the global remittance landscape and creating unlimited possibilities with fintech. And we do see on-demand liquidity, Ripple. Now, in this, we do see a few things. So first off, Tranglo today announced that Easy Remit, one of Australia's fastest growing fintech companies, will use Tranglo's cross-border payment solutions to enhance its remittance services. But also, we do see, as part of Tranglo's global push for Ripple's on-demand liquidity, the partnership will also allow Easy Remit to leverage on-demand liquidity to maximize working capital and deliver quick and cost-effective transactions across key corridors, including Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, India, and Bangladesh. Now, also, there's a lot to this outside of that, but when we look at right now, globally, what Tranglo is doing, they're processing 80% of cross-border payments in real time. Its 24/7 payout services include direct-to-bank transfers, cash pickups, and home deliveries. And this is made possible through on-demand liquidity. And the numbers behind Tranglo might surprise a lot of people. In my opinion, I do think that this is a huge one. But when you look at Tranglo, first off, founded in 2008, their global network spans over 150 countries, 5,800 mobile operators, 2,200 banks/wallets, and 140,000 cash pickup points. Tranglo is a proud partner of Ripple, the leading enterprise blockchain solutions for global payments. And remember, Ripple does hold a significant stake in Tranglo. But also, Easy Remit They're one to focus on as well because they are becoming a leader in Australia, and I'm very excited for this. I think that this is awesome. I think that's incredible. When you look at Tranglo going all the way back to March 1st, 2022, remember, on-demand liquidity already spanned 25 other payment corridors. You could see that this comes after the success of its pilot on-demand liquidity deployment in September of 2021, with 250,000 transactions worth $48 million processed in the first 100 days. At press time, on-demand liquidity transactions via Ripple's global financial network, RippleNet, originate from markets including Australia, Japan, Philippines, and Singapore, with other markets to follow. And here's that 40% of stake in Tranglo in 2021 to scale RippleNet and on-demand liquidity service. So yeah. I think that we are only going to continue to see this expand rapidly. I think that, and by the way, going all the way back to March 1st, 2022, there was only 1,300 banks and wallets. Now we see that there is over 2,200 banks and wallets, and this continues to expand. Like, Tranglo is one to watch. They are an absolute giant when it comes to what Ripple and on-demand liquidity exposure could become, and I think Tranglo is a key accelerant to that. And also remember that when you go and look, so in this article, if you actually go and look at the key corridors, you can see all of them in terms of the services going all the way back to just recently, December 2nd, 2022. We've seen a few updates. Japan supported banks. There's a lot more. China transaction limit for China Union Pay. There was a little bit of an update there, but these are all giving you guys a list of the banks that are supported on Tranglo, and there's quite a bit of them. Honestly, I think that this is incredible, and there's a large amount still left to be targeted, but you could see just a few of the updates around their services. You could see more around like the overview and stuff like that if you want to, do a little bit more research on this. But just know that there's a very, very large network brewing that is on-demand liquidity powered, and I do believe that this is only going to continue to grow XRP's valuations as well as utility. And remember, this is all in part to focus on that $156 trillion opportunity that Ripple posted about again on the 26th of February. The need for innovative payment solutions is on the rise. Cross-border payments volume hit a staggering $156 trillion in 2022. Ripple can support businesses seizing this opportunity across trade, e-commerce, treasury, and more, all powered by the evolution of on-demand liquidity through corporate adoption, enterprise adoption, institutional grade adoption, even retail adoption. I'm very, very excited, and already today they are already processing billions of dollars of transactions every quarter. Well over half of those transactions come from XRP. Just imagine when all of them are going through XRP, and that day is coming very, very soon. I also believe that once this case is over, once we are finally on the other side of this case and we can close that door and move forward, it's only going to be, a fire that continues to spread rapidly, and it's going to be a big, big event because guess what? Once we have all of the regulatory issues solved, all of the doors of opportunity open, and I do believe that it's going to show you guys the true potential and the true power behind on-demand liquidity powered by XRP. And it's going to be a fun time in this market being an XRP holder at that time. And if you guys do agree, hit that like button. Also comment down below what you guys think with all of the on-demand liquidity adoption going on. I really do think that's exciting. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the Discord down in the description below. It's up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. If you guys are on this before, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.